Check, check. Hold on. Do a little pre-show sound check. All right, that's working. The Disco Biscuits, guys. Come on, we know this already. I'm gonna be with you in a few. I'm gonna get going before 9. Got another special guest coming in tonight. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Let's see what song this is. So this is a jam between the song Save the Robots and Concrete from October 3rd, 2009. Sorry, Bernstein and Chasanoff into confrontation. Come on, Jesus, come. What are we doing here? That's right, baby. You hear the theme song, you know what that means. It means business, baby. It means business with Stevie Lou. Stevie Lou coming to you live and direct on St. Patty's Day. Erin go bra. I had a few drinks. I went out and I had a few cocktails in my neighborhood, some good Irish bars, some good drinking spots in my neighborhood. So I went out and had a few celebratory cocktails. I had some corned beef. And I said to myself, you know what? I owe the people a stream. That's right, Sir Vosif. I'm all business tonight. I got my cheese grater hat on. I got my all Kelly green. I got a special guest waiting for me backstage right now. I had a special guest today. I want to just stop right now and say, holy shit, thank you so much to the sorcerer, the one and only sorcerer, the MLC sorcerer came on today onto my show. And we did a little something. Check it out. The sorcerer and the stoner. It just happened. And I think we made some magic today. So if you didn't watch that earlier, please go back and watch. It was my last live. The sorcerer and I went live today in the afternoon and we fucking hit it off. Jesus Christ, is that guy easy to talk to? Is he fun to talk to? He gets what's happening. He brings in a whole another level of psychoanalysis. And we are psychos that need analysis. So but yeah, I think we got something going there, and I think that'll be something we do again. I think the sorcerer and I could absolutely do this once a month, take a bunch of specific situations that happen in the Dabbleverse MLC universe and try to break them down from an academic perspective. Yeah, that's right. Me, Stevie Lou, doing some academia. But when I think of academia, I think of really one other person, and that's Daniel Bobo Curlin. Daniel, how the frick are you, my friend?
Well, today I'm paying tribute to one of the most legendary podcasters of Irish descent, the great Eastside Dave,
Oh,
with this old school Eastside Dave show shirt you see me wearing.
yeah, Bo, you're in the dark over there, pal. I'm not gonna lie, and it's
Oh,
okay.
oh, 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 hold on, let me see if there's some power
Yeah, turn on
in
your
this
Eiffel
light.
Tower light.
Well, I have a. There you
There
go.
we
Is that a
go.
little bit better?
There, I see it now. I
Yeah,
see it now. And
yeah. I
let's
just
see.
wanted to see if there was some power in my light because I filmed my Patreon show. Me and Robert filmed our Patreon show a little earlier today.
Beautiful,
So
beautiful. I love it.
this light may have gotten some use. So this power usually this charge on this thing lasts long enough time to do enough charge to do the show. So maybe enough charge
Wonderful,
for the
wonderful.
and,
Yeah, we had the. I had
but
the
anyway,
sorcerer. Oh my god. Yeah, talk to me, Bo.
yesterday I was. I feel like I did kind of St. Patrick's Day yesterday because the parade was yesterday. So
Yes.
I just had to make a little trip to Donovan's, and I was watching the Rangers game that kind of had them like late in the afternoon at 3 o'clock over there.
Yeah,
I
I
decided
believe
to watch
that's
the game.
Donovan's in Forest Hills, Queens. Is that the
That not it's in the Woodside.
Woodside? That's sorry. I
It's
confused your
Woodside.
your spots.
So it steps away from the number
Yeah.
7 train there,
Well,
60,
for people that are not from
61st Street Woodside, and
New York City,
it's a
let's help them out real quick. So what happens is we have the St. Patrick's Day parade every year on March 17th. I'm sure you all know this, but when St. Patrick's Day 17th falls on a Sunday, since the St. Patrick's Day is kind of a Irish Catholic, Roman Catholic holiday that really does revolve around the church. They don't want the celebration to disrupt church services, so they'll move it to Saturday. So that's what's happening right now is that in New York City, we had the parade on Saturday instead of St. Patrick's Day Sunday. So it was celebrated Saturday. But Bo, you know this, and I'm going to tell the folks at home who don't. In New York City, if St. Patrick's Day is being celebrated on a Saturday, people start drinking on Friday. Okay.
Believe me.
They start
Believe
drinking
me,
Friday. They put the green on. They start drinking Friday. Then Saturday comes along. They're still drinking for the parade. But then Sunday comes along and they go, hey, it's still actually St. Patrick's Day. So even though the parade was yesterday, I'm still drinking today. So like when it's one of these very odd occurrences that it's like all the planets align and every drunk in New York City gets to show off more or less. So did you have a Guinness today?
Oh yeah, I did. I had some Guinness in the fridge. But yeah. But anyway, I had a couple. I had a couple of drinks. I had a couple of drinks on Friday. I was watching. I was watching some episodes of Night Court on Friday.
Jesus.
The
Good stuff.
the original. One of my favorite old school sitcoms, and I was also but yeah, on Saturday I stopped by Donovan's in Woodside. Well, the
Very
late
good.
afternoon watching the Rangers game, and there was a couple of parade goers. Had a couple of drinks. May have been hungover when I woke up to walk Mr. LEWney again, and it was maybe also not far from around the time because the Rangers had a game on Sunday afternoon. I was watching the game hungover, but I watched it hungover and had.
This is great, Bo. Bo, it looks like you're calling me from witness protection. Now, I want to ask, were you a witness to a crime recently and they've now hidden your identity for your own safety? Is that what's happening right now?
No.
You can trust me, buddy. I won't tell them where you are right now. But
I know I'm here at my house, but the charge on my light just worn out because
I'm pretty sure this is Bobo, but I honestly now I can't be sure anymore. This isn't one of those trolls like Ian Hawke, where you're gonna porn bomb me.
No, it's me.
All right.
It's just my
if
life.
anybody in the chat can help me out here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask for someone in the chat to ask a question that only Bobo would know the answer to. So the first person in the chat to ask a question for Bobo that only Bobo would know in order to prove his identity. Let's just turn this into a bit here. Let's see. Because look, honestly, people here, look, Ozone, he thinks that you may be in witness protection program. Let's see. Some people say he's lying. Okay. I don't think that is. No. Well, let's see if anybody can give us a fair question, a fair one. They call that in the business. Shout out to Tommy Pope and Shane Gillis. Irishmen, good Irishmen. So let's see if we can get a question from the audience to ask my friend Bobo to prove if, in fact, this is the real Bobo. Let's see if we can get one. We'll give him a second. I'm going to take a big swig.
But yeah, I was eating. I did eat a corned beef sandwich during.
Okay, Bo. It looks like I have one coming in. Are you ready to answer?
Yeah.
Stephen M says, "What kind of dog is Mr. Maloonigans?"
He's a schnoodle, which is also a name for a poodle schnauzer mix.
That's the real Bobo, folks. I know at this point I can, without any fail, say that's the real Bobo. Okay, here we go. Actually, this is a backup question, and this is actually potentially a better question than the first one. And let's see here. Bobo Crumb Bum says, "Who won Bristol?"
Well, there's one thing people forget. I did record the NASCAR race because it
holy
was
shit! So take it off the air. Oh my god! Oh fuck! So basically,
that is me. I do watch it, but I did record.
Okay, so you don't know who won Bristol yet, and you don't want to know. Okay.
exactly. I
So this is going to become difficult now because I have a feeling that the chat is going to now try to spoil this for you, but I'm going to be on the lookout and I won't allow any chatter to spoil who won today in Bristol for you. That's good that you got to tell me this stuff beforehand, Bo, to be honest. But
because
okay,
I
fair
had
enough. Now Gummy Chainsaw is checking in, and now I got to give a huge shout out to Drew. Oh, wow, falling apart here. Gummy Chainsaw. Let me pull up this little thing here. I got Bo. You're gonna love the hell out of this. I think I was sent this artwork today, and I'm gonna here you go. Let's see if you could see this here, pal. Check out this.
oh
No, no, no. That's the,
that
hold on. Here we go. Here, no, sorry. This. Look at this.
this looks great.
Do you see
Let
me
me tell
here?
you.
I'm Stevie Pothead
Yep.
in the middle instead of Harry Potter. Stevie Pothead. They got the lightning bolts in the text. I got Dumbledore. It looks like I think that's the guy. That's the sorcerer. We got Kate Meany, Ray DeVito, Chad Zumach, and Kevin Brennan as Voldemort there. Man, how cool is that?
Yeah,
What do you think?
yeah, that is a sweet that is sweet that is sweet artwork. I have to say had had that is a sweet artwork.
But then, Bo, you saw this. Hold on. This thing.
Making making you look like Pennywise the clown from the classic '90s made-for-TV horror film It. One
So here's the crazy thing, Bo. I don't honestly. That's not me. That picture. That's not me. I
I
found that picture on the internet, and I
I
don't.
know, but
It looks
it
just like me, right?
it does look like they did it. They someone commissioned like an artwork making you look like Pennywise
Right.
the clown, which I feel is
Yeah.
one of the most underrated performances from Tim Curry. I saw that movie when it premiered on TV. I was maybe 8 or 9 years old. I don't know why. Maybe my mom or something was watching in the room, but that shit scared the shit out of me when I saw that on a TV. And I still think Tim Curry did an amazing performance as Pennywise. I even
Yeah.
got, I even had my brother when my brother lives in Southern California, and he has I don't know how he gets these connections. He gets to go to Comic Con for free. Well, when Tim Curry was there, I had him get me an autograph of Tim Curry, a signed photo that said, and had it signed to Daniel. We all float down here.
Wow.
That
But
that that.
Dan, I got to ask you though, what do you think about the Pennywise from the modern day?
I,
It.
I, I don't I, don't- I don't know. I feel like that one they just leaned too heavily on CGI and voice acting. There's just this flair that I don't know how to say that Tim Curry had that I feel like he had fun with the role because I just feel like there was just
Look
a
at
certain
this.
way.
Do you see this here? This is I pulled it up right now. This is the Skarsgård. What the hell's his name? Which shit. You could see the Christopher Skarsgård.
I
There's two
I
of
don't
them, the Skarsgårds. But
yeah
you see that there. A lot of people do say that they're like Stevie Lou.
yeah you kind of look like that little version of Pennywise. You do kind of look like if they needed like a stand-in to film. If you somehow were lucky enough to bet you could have easily had been a stand-in.
Thank you, Daniel. That's sweet of you to say. I feel like that's an insult, but it's also sweet. So I'll take what I can get. Buddy, let's check in with the chat real quick. Thank you so much. I know you don't have a lot of time. You're busy, man. Okay, here's a question from Flat Cat Jessica, who is one of my moderators.
When did I meet
She
the?
wants to ask you, where did Bobo and Flat Cat meet?
Well, this is kind of two places. Obviously, of course, I knew from social media before, but where I met her in person was at the Chip Chipperson that weekend. The Chip Chipperson did a show in Boston. I was a guest on that show. They did a show in a theater, and
Now, Bobo,
I was a
I
guest on
want
the
to
show. It was
listen to
on
that
stage.
show. I stop real. I want to listen to that show. Where can I find that recording?
I think that's on Chip Chipperson's YouTube page somewhere. That entire show.
I think that was the one that they couldn't record. I think that was the one that got.
Actually, that was the one in Long Island that they had trouble
Oh,
with. The Boston one they got, and I actually rewatched it when it got there because I just thought that was the first time I really did something comedy that.
you know that Long
on a
Island
big
show.
stage.
You know that Long Island show. The producer screwed that up. Did you know that?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, that
Do
was
you know who
actually
the producer was?
was it a guy Rob Sirocco?
I hope it was Rob because I thought it was Adam, our buddy Adam from MLC. I thought that was something.
I don't remember, but I remember
okay.
back then Rob Sirocco was the producer, and I remember it was the day after the show in Boston. The day after the Boston show. Obviously, the reason I did the Boston show that weekend is because that weekend I also went to see the Mets on the road in Boston that weekend. So I knew
Here we go.
Chip Chipperson was doing the show the same weekend. So the day before the game, I did the Chip Chipperson show, and
Bo, let's get cut to the quick here. Only Bobo would know. Did Sam Roberts kiss a homeless man on O&A?
I believe he did on an episode.
They're saying yes.
Once.
The answer they're saying is yes. Okay, now this is getting a little abrasive. I don't know. Let's check this out. What did you do with the money, Bobo? I know Club Soda Kenny couldn't make you talk. So what did you do with the money? Do you know what that's in reference to?
That's a reference to the fugitive bit, which actually wasn't a real.
All right. Okay.
Actually wasn't a real.
All right. We'll cut that down. Look, Crumb, he knows what happened, and he's not going to spoil it for you, buddy.
Right. They big thanks. Yeah. Big thanks for that because I have that thing saved on my DVR ready to watch after I'm done here.
All right, whatever you do not look in the chat because it looks like Misfit is trying to ruin the surprise. So please, I'm going to avoid. I'm not going to pull that up there, but I know now who won. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Actually, you know what, Bobo? Close your eyes really quick.
I'm gonna look. I'm actually taking off my glasses so I don't.
Okay, good. Yeah, because it looks like I'm putting up the actual winner here. Wow, I didn't even know. Shit, that's good for him.
All right, let me know when the text is gone.
All right, you're off. Don't worry. Now, someone here is saying that Wally Backman won the race tonight. Would that be possible, or could he be chipping us here?
And I think he's chipping us. Wally Backman's a retired professional baseball player. By the way, he's a very.
What team did he play for?
A nice. He played for the Mets, second base.
Oh wow, the Mets, huh?
Number 6, and I've met Wally Backman a couple of times.
Do you have an association with the Mets?
Yeah, I'm a Mets fan. So
I'm
sorry.
Sorry, I can't even do this. I'm breaking character right now. I'm sorry. I can't even. Okay. So Pennywise. My buddy Gummy Chainsaw has been an invaluable asset, to me. Has been sending me all sorts of really fun stuff. Actually, Bobo, bear with me 1 second here. Bobo, you know what? Do a plug for your show real quick because I want to pull up a graphic and you can do a plug right now.
Yep, definitely. I co-host Best Seat in the House podcast with my good pal Robert Kramer. We do a weekly New York sports talk podcast. New episodes uploaded every Thursday. Of course, we tape them the day before. We also do a Patreon show every Sunday that's live, and it's only $5 to subscribe to our Patreon. It's a great deal. And by the way, the first week is free. We're running a first week free promotion if you subscribe to our Patreon.
So you can give it a trial and see if it's your speed. But honestly, folks, I mean, I don't know about you, but I got $5 burning a hole in my pocket right now, and I've already subscribe to Best Seat in the House podcast. I'm thinking about starting a new Patreon account so I can subscribe a second time because I'm like, you know what, $5. I love
That
Bobo. I love, your buddy Mr. Kramer. Robert Kramer is a great guy who's been really put you under his wing and also grown as a person and a podcaster himself. And I like honestly, I almost want to like pat him on the back and say thank you for sort of taking you off my hands. sorry, sorry, you know what I mean? Because you know that you always have a home here with me. And I want to say thank
yep.
you to your mother reached out to me and said, "Hey, Stevie, I heard about your situation. Is there any way that I could help? Any way me and Bo can
Yep.
help? Please let us
I was.
know." And I
Yep.
know that. So
I was telling her about it when I got the
yes,
terrible
yeah,
news because I could tell you, and you know the crazy part about that injury that you got that was almost close to the same day that my mother had gotten that injury in the
right.
on her way to work. The hers was a
Yeah,
little different than
yeah,
how
that
she
was
got her
tough,
injury.
man. I remember I was
It
there with you when that happened, and that was
yep,
a difficult
it was
situation, man.
it was just some people that didn't know didn't quite remove the snow when it
Right,
snowed, and
right.
it's just
Bo,
so
let's jump onto a happier track here. I want to show you this thing that I found here. Check this out. This is a piece of art that Gummy Chainsaw made for me. Look at
oh
this.
wow,
That is
gotta
a
love that's
that's
a nice 8-bit Stevie Lou.
That's an 8-bit Stevie Lou. And Gummy Chainsaw has been a big fan of the Stevie Lou, programming. And he's seen me and you talk about games in the past. And you know what? Let's do this for him. It's a game that I just made with you being on air with me. I'm going to turn around, I'm going to close my eyes, and I'm going to grab a random NES game out of my pile in the back over here. I've got a stack of NES games that are my personal collection from when I was a kid that I've been able to keep. So I'm going to grab a game and we'll talk about it real quick. This is the fun part of the show. It's a little bit of
Yep.
surprise and
Yep. I can't wait to see this. Can't wait to see what other game's gonna be bringing back memory lane that I probably also own myself.
All right, let's see what we got here. We got a game called Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden, maybe you might say it if you're from New
I
York,
think
but it's actually Ninja Gaiden is the name.
Yep. I remember this game. That game took years for me to beat. By the way.
But you beat it.
Yeah, I beat it. Probably years later. Years later, like there are some NES games I remember I beat back then, and some games kind of took years later when I figured out how to look up look up old NES little videos that kind of show you how to beat the game. Thanks to some of those YouTube videos, you know what video game I managed to beat? I managed to figure out how to beat thanks to one of those old school YouTube videos. Remember that first NES Ninja Turtle game?
Yes. TMNT, we'll call it.
That's how I figured out how to beat that game. thanks to a YouTube video.
I'm going to give a shout out to a guy here who reached out to me yesterday. I put a post out online that said, "Hey, does anyone want to podcast with me?" And I got a bunch of responses, which I really appreciate. A lot of interesting people popped on. Shit, let me see if I can find this. Okay, I found it. This guy here. No, okay. Povo the Clown. Okay, I have to give a shout out to Povo the Clown. That's P-O. Hold on, let me put this up here. I don't want to shortchange him. There we go. And I don't type so well with one hand, but this guy Povo the Clown on Twitter. please check out at Povo the Clown on Twitter. He reached out to me, and Bo, this sounds like lightning in a bottle, and I want to do this with you specifically, and then open it up to anyone else who wants to try to get involved. But this is what he proposed. Povo the Clown says it's a one-on-one game show with old Nintendo games. He wants to call it Video Game Beat Off. Okay. And it's where you go head to head with another person in a classic NES game, and whoever progresses further without dying wins the episode. You know what I mean? So we have to try to beat off the other person.
I actually love this idea. Like I love,
Right?
I absolutely love that idea.
So I seriously, like, check it out. You see the name there, Povo the Clown on YouTube. Look him up. It looks like it's okay. Let me put his actual name is this. I want to give this guy a proper shout out. 3FJE 1 2 3. Yeah, it's 3F Jeff. Okay. So Povo the Clown goes by 3F Jeff on Twitter. Please follow him. I want to reach out to Povo, and this was his idea. So I mean, as much as I'd love to just steal it raw, I do owe this man the at least opportunity to get involved himself. He seems like he wants to get involved. So I'd love to have like Povo be the host or something. You know what I mean? He could be the actual game master. He sounds like he's a clown, and I like clowns. So I'd love to get Povo the Clown involved and have, say, you and I will set it up that you're playing Contra and I'm playing Contra, and we press start at the same time. We can give each other the 30 lives and see who can go further with the 30 lives. And the winner is the video game beat off champion of the week, you know?
I freaking love that idea. I freaking love that idea. That is a great idea.
Yeah, I agree. And I think we need folks to just, what you got to do right now is hit the subscribe button, hit the like button so that this gets out there. Hit the notification button, because then you'll know when I'm going live. I went live twice today without any real notice. And I think we're putting in two cool, completely different shows. I had one with a guy who is basically a genius today, Bobo. I had one with a genius, and then I have a guy like you who has street smarts and trivial knowledge that's beyond genius. So it's quite the yin and yang, right now that I'm doing here. And I hope the folks at home that are watching are enjoying it. Let's check in with them if we could. Look at this. Flat Cat Jessica, again, one of my two mods. I got two mods. I got Flat Cat and I got Balls Deep. Two very dedicated fans and friends, I consider. As you know, Flat Cat's an angel, an absolute angel. So,
yep, it was one of my favorite people that I got to meet in person.
Holy shit! Look at this.
When I made that trip to Boston.
Hey Stevie, can you play my music? It would be an honor, in fact, from Mr. Blue Sky. Hold on, Mr. Blue Sky. Mr. Blue Sky reached out to me a little while ago, and I tried to get back to him to see if it was okay if I played his music, and I feel like I didn't follow up. And if he's giving me the okay, shit, let's do it, right? Fuck, where did he send that to me? Mr. Blue Sky. I know where it was. Okay, give me 1 sec. It was on Discord. Listen, this is great. We're going to do a little musical interlude real quick. I think this is fun. I'm down for it. I don't know if the folks at home are down for it too. But this is a new thing that he just made and he sent me. So Let's see if I can. Okay, give me 1 sec here. I don't want to. Okay, you know what? You guys can just. Can I take away? All right. Let's do this. Let's give this a chance, Bobo. We're gonna give Mr. Blue Sky his maybe debut. I don't know. Let's remove this. And to the stage. What the fuck am I doing? I'm so sorry right now, guys. I'm kind of. Oh, all right, I got this. Okay, here we go. The world debut of Mr. Blue Sky's music. Here we go. Can you hear that?
I don't know. I can't.
Oh,
Can you hear it on your end? Because I can't hear it on mine.
here we go. I got it. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it on my end.
Cool. Wow, the saxophone. Come on.
Ooh, gotta love a good sax solo.
I didn't see that coming.
This has to be the most epic sax solo I've heard.
Hold on, Bo. We'll comment in a second. Wow. Holy shit. It's not done. Let's give it the final. 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Bo, I'm going to stop that there. What do you say? Is that a smash or is that trash? What do you say?
Oh no, that is a smash. Like
Smash.
that is the best sax solo I have ever heard since Careless Whisper.
Wow. George Michael, Careless Whisper, Bo is pulling up. Me personally, if I could comment now, I'm hearing one of my favorite electronic rock outfits of all time, a band called Air, AIR. And I know that Mr. Blue Sky hopefully is like jumping in his seat right now if he hears what I'm saying about his music, because I'm sure he knows who Air is. And I am 100% hearing a moon safari vibe with what you're putting down there, brother. And that is like some smoked out, cool ass stuff that I guess that's just like a demo, and really cool stuff that Mr. Blue Sky's putting out. So thank you, buddy. And I have another track I'm going to play really quick because that was so fucking good. I'm going to play his next one. And if I could give Mr. Blue Sky a little piece of just personal, my own feedback would say that I really like what you did with the drums on those tracks. I think you need to maybe extend the drums. I think that like there was a 4 to the floor sort of that you were like slowly getting into there. And I thought if you brought the drum track up a little bit and also made it a little bit more complicated and more advanced, more towards the dancey sort of vibe, just in little pockets on your changes, I think you could really turn that track into a smoke blunted ride that I love. So let's play one more from this guy because I'm really digging it. I hope the folks at home are digging it too. Here we go. Okay, let's see if I can get it. There we This is unreal. This is unreal, man. You don't know what I'm going through. You can't see the things that I want you to know. That you love me, and you know that I love you. I will never see this love story through. I can't be here with me while I'm here for too. Baby, can't you see that I love you? Can't you see that I love you? Can't you see that I love you? I love you, baby. Wow, Bo, are you all right? Is everything okay?
No, that was just impressive.
Thank you, buddy. That was something else,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I'm like, I gotta take a second for myself. I'm feeling it. Man, shout out to Mr. Blue Sky. Thank you for this, man. This was a great moment. I really hear air big time on that track specifically. And more so, you know who I hear on that track? Now, Bobo, see if you can follow me on this one. But I hear fucking Twin Peaks. I hear Angelo Baldametti. I hear his vision in that, man. I could hear the red room. I could hear all of the dream sequences, that like drugged out, slow, fun time vibe, man. He's got it. I love it. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah, that's you nailed it.
Uh, Bobo, you celebrate the entire Curry catalog, someone's saying. Is that true? Do you know?
Oh well, yeah, a lot of it what I've seen because I've seen so many great performances. That guy, I feel like a lot of these roles, I feel like he nailed the characters. Like when you look at him in another one, I feel like of course, obviously Frankenfooter. You could tell like he really enjoyed playing the role. Like he just had that flair for that role.
Bobo,
Another
Mr.
one.
Blue Sky, Mr. Blue Sky says you guys met before. Do you remember meeting Mr. Blue Sky?
I might have met him. I might know his face. Sometimes names because I meet so many fans that sometimes it gets to be like overwhelming. Like you don't, especially if especially depending where I'm at, how many fans I'll end up greeting. Like for example, that Chip Chipperson show in Boston. I met so many fans. I feel like almost every fan of the various shows, the various shows that I guess
Yes. Thank
think
you.
I could
I got
refer to as
I got my mod over here checking in, Mr. Balls Deep, saying hello. Hello, brother. Thank you for holding it down. Day trois, I wanted to hear Mr. Blue Sky. Now people are saying Day Blue who, Mr. Blue guys. That's rude. That's rude. Bobo's still here, but look at this. People are saying sexy time music. Honestly, if you had a lady home with you and you were trying to make the moves on her bow, I'd pop that on.
Yep, exactly. And in the words of Borat, better not.
Yes. And look at this. Jason Gilbert saying, I'm down. Bravo, Mr. Blue Sky. Let me see really quick if I can pull this up. Yeah, I could do this. Um, Mr. Blue Sky. I got his thing going here again, but I want to pull this up. Yeah. This is Mr. Blue Sky's SoundCloud. So hold on one sec. There we go. I don't know if you guys can
And,
see that there. There we go. Very
and,
proper plug for Mr. Blue Sky.
I can tell you, if I was allowed to bring my phone into work, I'd have some.
Sorry, hold on one second,
I'd
Bubba.
have his stuff cranked up to 11. If I was allowed to
Yeah, it was
bring
a
my
little
phone,
louder.
if I was allowed to bring my phone into work, which I'm not, unfortunately.
So yeah, this is Mr. Blue Sky here. This is his SoundCloud. It's the real Mr. Blue Sky, Henrik from Norway. Beautiful man. Look at that. Very sexy looking guy as a total, heterosexual male. I will say that goes a long way in this business if you got a good look. And it looks like Henrik's not short on the looks. So good for him. Henrik, you've really taken over my show tonight with your amazing music, man. So I'm going to play another one here for you. This is Steady Beat, Don't Fail Me Now, an instrumental from Mr. Blue Sky Bobo. Let's let this rock and see where we're at with this. And thank you again, Mr. Blue Sky, for the permission to play. You are quite the talent. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff, man. We'll give that a little break. I got a chance to go hit the old weed cock, as they call it. But isn't that crazy, Bo, when you think about it, that we got a fan of everything that reached out and said, hey, check this out. And I want you to check this out, too.
All right.
and my art that I just made is different than what he did,
Yeah.
but still, it's like similar to a certain degree where he's like, "Hey, man, I dig what you're doing. Check out my
Yeah.
music." His music immediately connected with me, and now I'm playing it on my show, and I'll play more of his music anytime he wants to send me along stuff. I think I'm also gonna like maybe open shows with his music. I play a lot of Disco Biscuits, who, by the way, are absolutely on fire and killing it right now. And I can't even say enough. And I'll mention the Disco Biscuits every fucking show I do because of how much I love that band. But I love other bands and other music. So let this be a precedent. If anybody out there wants to send me their music and they want me to play it on air, just reach out to me on the side, and we'll give you the once over with Stevie and Bo. We'll see if
Yep.
your shit hangs. And Mr. Blue Sky, you're the first person that we've put up on the wall, and you absolutely belong there. And I'm glad to have you here, pal. Detroit says, "Yeah, very floaty. It was very floaty, and that's the kind of music I like. I like smoked out vibes, and that was smoked out as all hell." Look, there's Mr. Blue Sky saying thanks a lot, folks. Seriously, please do go over to his spot his SoundCloud, and I'm gonna pop it up one more time here. That's his SoundCloud. There we go. That's his SoundCloud there, Mr. Blue Sky, the real Mr. Blue Sky on SoundCloud. Please do subscribe. It looks like he's putting out new music all the time. So why would you not want more of that?
Yep.
Right?
Exactly.
Look at that. Jason Gilbert saying Lou got chubbed up. I might have. Actually. Look at this. Detroit, who's a huge, wonderful supporter of all things Stevie Lou. She's a lunatic for sure. I spoke to Detroit on the side, and she says, Bobo, we've never met, but I'm a big fan. Maybe one day. So
Right. Big props. Thanks for the support.
yeah, Detroit, if you're not a subscriber to the Last Seat in the in the House
I mean,
podcast, you got to get on there.
it's a best seat in the house podcast.
Yes, thank you. And then Johnny Castile was saying it's just good natured ribbing, Lou, which is why I put it up in the first place, Johnny. You know I love you, pal. You can chip away all you want. Stevie Lou is here for you, buddy, and I love it. So please. Looks like the numbers are starting to die out on us, Bo. It's okay. We're doing big things here. Sexy time with my Roomba. I don't know what that means. It sounds like maybe someone's getting frisky.
That's the first I've heard of that with a Roomba. That's gotta.
Yeah,
I guess
true.
I guess that guy is robosexual.
Oh,
I don't know. Did you ever see that episode of Futurama?
Bobo. What if people are? Wait, you said robosexual. What if people are bobosexual?
I don't know that.
Oh well, hold on. Oh, you don't know about that. What? You're gonna turn down a blowjob?
Uh,
All right, just kidding. Moving on. Don't worry about it, buddy.
But anyway, robosexual. If you haven't seen the episode of Futurama, basically it means a human having a relations with a robot.
That's a beautiful thing. Gummy Chainsaw says Disco Biscuits are going to be at Webster Hall in 2 weeks for their album release party. Gummy Chainsaw, I'll be there. I have 2 tickets right now for the wife and I. And I'd like to say right now, all of the great shit that you've done for me artwork wise, I know you did it out of the kindness of your heart and never asked for a single thing in return. But Gummy Chainsaw, I believe you're a New York City area guy. If you would like a ticket to the Disco Biscuit concert, although it's sold out at Webster Hall, I can absolutely figure out a way to get you in, and I would gladly get the ticket on the house. I could probably ask for a guest list spot or just find a ticket from a friend. Gummy, talk to me offline. I do seriously mean that. It's not a lot of money. If it is, I'll figure it all out, buddy. And I would love for you to just be able to go to the show. You don't have to come hang with me if you don't want to. I'd love to meet you and talk and bullshit and all that and chill. But if you're down, I would love to to maybe somehow, it's like Ray always wants to buy a steak dinner for Carlos Danger. Maybe I could do that for you, pal. We'll talk offline. Yeah, exactly. Gummy, gummy, gummy. What a wonderful addition to this community. Bobo, I got something for us here that I wanted to pull up tonight. This was the main reason why I brought you on, to be honest. The reason why I came on tonight is I wanted to watch this subway attack video from this week. I know this was big news all over the place, so everyone does probably know what I'm talking about. But there was like an incident on a subway train by the Hoyt Schemmerhorn station in
Uh,
Brooklyn.
yes, I think it's Skimmerhorn and Latehorn. I've heard people
Skimmerhorn. Thank you
pronounce
for
it.
saying that. Yeah, I have.
I've heard people can pronounce it many different ways.
Yeah, I always said Shimmerhorn because I don't know exactly. You're right. It's Skemmerhorn. Thank you. It's Hoyt Skemmerhorn Station. Bobo is born and raised in New York City. Myself, born and raised in Westchester. So,
By the way,
I ever,
a little fact about that very train station.
yes, go ahead. I know where you're going, but go ahead.
The music video for for the Michael Jackson song "Bad" was filmed in that very train station. Not only was that filmed at that train station, Weird Al Yankovic's parody of that song "Fat" was also filmed in the exact same train station.
And Bo, this is great to have you on for this because I think the Hoyt Skemmerhorn station is probably like the second biggest or the third biggest station in the MTA compared to like the 42nd Times Square Street station, the Union Square station, or just when I'm talking about like coverage, square footage wise.
I don't recall it really being that big, except for maybe serving like maybe one or two subway lines.
The Hoyt Skemmerhorn?
Yeah.
So the thing is, like the thing is, what I understand now, but bear with me, Bo, is that station has a bunch of closed platforms because there's a bunch of old track lines that are now no longer serviced, and that's where they did the video for Bad, because if you think about it, if they're trying to film a music video in a busy New York City subway, you'd have to do it in the middle of the night. Not during rush hour. So Hoyt Skemmerhorn has these empty platforms that are no longer in use.
Yep.
But I'm telling you, I've been there, buddy, and like you get lost in that station. It's right underneath the court. It's the courthouse in downtown Brooklyn. There, it is a very like large stop.
I know where it is. I've been into that area. I also know that train station is actually tracks are used as tracks when they maintain the vintage subway cars at the Transit Museum. Those tracks are used to get to the very Transit Museum, which was built on a retired train station. By the way, that's why if you've been to that, I don't know if you've been to that museum before. If you haven't, definitely check it out. The reason it looks like a train station when you're in the museum and enter it is because the building is a retired train station.
Gotcha. All right, bud, we're going to throw this video up. Okay. Now, let's do our best to not sensationalize what's going on here, but maybe more as New Yorkers try to comment on the whole situation, and how you would have perceived this incident as a subway rider, I'd say, so I don't know if you could see so great. You could probably see it in the photo. You've probably seen it before, but let's let this play a little bit.
I've seen the video. So many news outlets have seen it.
Yeah, this is where this video starts, and this is a 5-minute video. It's 4 minutes and 48 seconds. I don't honestly see us breaking down the whole thing nonstop, but I've watched this video a couple times at home, and as someone who's been a victim now of violence in New York City, more than once actually, there's a lot going on here that I think that maybe you and I could talk about and break down. So let's start this a little bit here.
No,
Let's
from
start
what
this
you
over again really quick. So why if you start so listen to what he says. Okay, so okay, I want to stop this real quick, and this is crazy, buddy. So okay, a couple things are happening here. Um, this guy is on the train, and he is talking shit. He's just talking shit. And I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be political whatsoever, but I've experienced this on the train more than once. I've lived in this city now almost 20 years and it sucks, but this happens a couple times a year where you get on a subway car just to go where you're trying to go and there is a militant person, whatever their race may be. There's a militant person on the train and they're saying crazy shit, sometimes targeting someone, and they're going, I'm going to fuck you up. Fuck you. You're a F word. And I'm not talking about a fucker. They're saying you're a, and like, I don't believe in that. And like, I've seen that, man. Have you ever seen that where you just get on the train and there's a crazy person screaming violently at somebody?
Yeah, I've seen it, but I've usually somewhere I'm on the other end of the train, and I try to keep.
Right.
I keep when I see something looks like escalating with another person and someone else, I'll move as far away from the thing as possible.
Yeah, if you
I'll
have the
even
chance to walk through the subway doors to the other subway car, you do that,
because
you
some
know.
subway cars have that ability to go between to walk
Right.
to inside the subway, go into another go into another car. You do that if you see
Yeah, but
that.
if you look, buddy, but like think about this, buddy. Like this situation occurred in a goddamn instant. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
that was a
yeah,
full. It was rush hour. It was rush hour. So that subway car is full, and now you got a guy who's clearly off of his meds, screaming at another guy. And now the context of what was going on there, and I'll play it one more time just so no one can say I'm making shit up here. But listen to what he's saying. This guy.
yeah. Well, for one thing, I could say about this
Hold on,
scenario.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, so he was saying, do you people think you can beat up cops? That's what he said there. He goes, I'll beat you up. Do you people think you could beat up cops? So, a little side note to this incident was the man who started the problem, the guy who was yelling, he assumed that the victim in this whole thing was an immigrant. And he was talking about a situation in Times Square about a month ago where a bunch of immigrants jumped on some NYPD and started beating them up. Do you remember that news story that popped
Yeah,
up?
yeah, yeah, I remember that, and
Right, right.
yeah,
So
I
like
have to.
this is a thing where this guy is having an emotionally disturbed moment and he's using something in the news recently that if you want to really get into it, the conservative media pushed that narrative out, that all of these immigrants are influxing to the city and the NYPD is being so overrun that they're getting beat up in the street. And now this is where, buddy, you could check out all you want on this conversation. I'm going to go with it. A militant black guy using the police as a straw man to attack an immigrant is one of the most like, what the hell?
Yeah, that is a weird thing. I mean,
Like those are the
you,
people that are the militant black guys are the ones who are going, hey, hey, ho, ho, these racist cops have got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, and marching in the street. And you see a guy, who's okay. This is not that situation because that guy's fucked up in his head. But
yeah,
I
but
do always want to bring this clearly into the microscope is that the reason why this little beef happened is that this militant crazy man started harassing someone else on the subway saying that they're an immigrant, they're a problem. And now the crazy thing was the guy apparently wasn't an immigrant. He's not Venezuelan. He's Muslim, and he lives in Brooklyn, and he's just trying to go somewhere, and he has a knife on him. So this guy, we're going to watch now again, and you're going to see that this guy basically instigates him nonstop for 30 seconds, maybe a minute, where he's like, without any previous violence, this guy who becomes the person shot, and we'll get to that, he's the one that brought this to that point. And let's play this again for a sec. Let's watch this again for a little bit, Bobo. And I know this is shocking, tough stuff, and I normally don't want to put you under these stressful situations to watch. But as a guy who takes the subway like me,
and I can tell you, I've seen stuff because I've been on a police ride along once.
Fair enough. Let's keep this going though, real quick. Yeah, so he's going, you beat up cops, beat up me instead. He's right now like inviting a fight, you know?
Yeah, and all I can say is that, but the guy who, I mean, he retaliated. I mean, I don't know who the heck decide to take on this, because it's like,
yeah. No, this is
not,
great, Bo.
It's kind of two rights don't make a wrong, but
yeah, Bo, you're right. And like, this is a situation that I was forced into.
But I feel like in a situation like, you know how I've quoted the line, remember in Roadhouse, be nice until it's time not to be so nice. But I mean, if you're being threatened like that, and you're in a situation where you kind of have no other option, it's kind of, you kind of have no choice. You're kind of in that situation where you're trying to defend yourself.
And if you watch this video too, this guy who ended up responding, the only other thing he could have done in this situation was just keep his head down and just not acknowledge the guy. That's the only option that he could have done that would have avoided this. And nobody in their right mind has the wherewithal to just do that.
Hold on.
You're right, buddy. You're right.
Let me let my mom know.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry, Bo. You're all good.
I'm still on with Phoebe Lou right now.
Oh, hold on. I'm going to take him out. Bo is taking care of some family stuff, and Bobo is a family man, and I'm a family man. I got you, Bo. I just wanted to take you out for a second while you dealt with that stuff. Bobo's a family man who wants to just go home to his family every night. That's what most, 90% of the people on the subway are just going to their home or their work. So when you have to deal with this fucking bullshit, it's like, Jesus Christ, man,
Yep.
So
yeah, I know, it's crazy. I mean, of course.
Let's watch a little more. Let's watch a little more, buddy. Let's see how this goes.
Of course, me personally, but my job is walking.
Sorry, go ahead.
From my house.
Right, you don't have to take, but you take the subway into Compound Media to go see shows, to meet me.
I take it pretty much pretty much anytime I'm going someplace.
So look, you see this person in this pink sweatshirt. That could be Bobo, on his way to Compound right now. So let's watch.
Yeah. Just
Let's watch. But now he's in his face. So before he was in the doorway talking, and now he's gone full in this guy's face. And at this point, it's gone from a situation where there's a crazy person on the train talking shit to now there's a guy in your face and he's grabbing for things, which we'll find out are a knife, So now he's crouching over you, trying to dehumanize you. And now he's saying you got your girl with you. He's trying to, I'll beat you up. He's making sweeping motions with his hands towards the guy, and look, you can see now, look at all these people in the foreground. They now are looking at this and they're like, fuck, this is a problem. We need to get the fuck out. And you watch. They all look at them. Watch all of them. Watch. Look. They all leave. Watch. Hold on. Well, buddy. Let's look at this play. Let's see. These people leave because they're like, fuck. Again. And okay. Now this idiot who's filming, I just want to make a point of this. Look at this idiot who's
That
filming.
that that
This
that
moron.
that that is well, a couple of things I got to say about this. Just remember the thing I said about trying to walk to another subway car. These specific subway cars you're seeing are one of the older subway cars
They're closed.
still being used in the system. These
Right.
subway cars specifically don't have doors that you could walk between cars.
Right.
The other
And then
thing,
also really quick, go ahead.
the other thing is this person is really making a mistake filming this. Those are the worst kind of people when they're filming this, try to get views. When the reality
Right.
of
Right.
you're seeing this, you really have to do something. The whole thing, see something, say something. A perfect example of something I experienced on a train. I saw someone what looked like had a heart attack, and of course, unfortunately, my CPR certification that I had in my high school days expired. But I do remember certain things about that circumstance when you see someone have a heart attack. Instead of filming it, I knew to try to figure out if the guy was
To save. Yeah.
okay, and of course, I realized the guy couldn't speak
Bo, I'm going to
English,
stop you
but he
really
kind of
quick.
speaks.
That's not this situation. And I do appreciate your ability to recognize that, a life saving situation is in need. You know what I mean? This is not
Yeah,
that case. I'll just say that. You know what I mean? I do understand what
but
you're
I'm
saying,
just telling you.
but
I'm just telling you. I'm
yeah,
just
you
telling
have
you
to
an
put your
example
own
of
person. Yeah.
responding
So,
to a catastrophe you're seeing
right.
on the
This is not
train.
that. Let's keep watching. So he's saying, I'm going to beat
Plus
you up
that this
if
guy.
you're a man. And now you
Plus
see
that.
this. Now
Plus
it's
that
cleared out a
guy
little
is.
bit.
Plus that this guy is
And now he's
filming
going
the
on my
video
life
wrong.
too. When you hear people say on my life, that's another problem. On my mother. He goes, I
Yeah,
pray for you. That's always a bad sign. When someone's saying to you on my mother and I pray for you, that means that's a precursor for a really bad thing. Oh shit. Sorry about that. Let's jump in here. Look, and now you see this
hey,
lady gets up. Look, hold on. Here we go. You see now this is where
hold
it
on. I'm
gets
still
real.
looking at this as I get my power bank because it's getting my battery's running low.
All right, Bo, you take care of your shit. I'm gonna keep playing here because this is where things pop off. This is where things really pop off. So I'll give Bobo a second. Don't worry, buddy. Take your time.
All right, got it.
All right. All right. Let's get to this because this is where shit gets ugly. And I'll go full screen here. And let's let this play out a little bit. And I'm gonna break it down if I can. So, okay, at that point now, this lady again, this is the lady that you're talking about who's filming, and she's making funny faces because she thinks like, yeah, you know what? You should go fight this guy. This is a good idea. Show him what's up. And little does she know that gunplay is about to get involved, and then she's going to run for her life. But right now, it's still like a little funny world star thing for her. So here we go. Now this guy has got up. He's taken his jacket off. The other guy's got up, and now they're engaged in some, one-on-one warfare. Apparently, they both have knives in their hands. Yeah, you heard that. The black guy just slapped out a knife. You heard the clip of the knife. You could hear it if you listen again. Listen. There it was. You hear it. So now this is basically like a knife fight that you normally see in the streets of Ecuador or like Venezuela. But now we're on a New York City subway where two guys have pulled knives and are circling each other, in a knife fight. Now, like I've never been in a real knife fight before, but I imagine you are in this weird chess match, this weird checkers game where it's like anytime you slice, you're opening yourself up to be sliced. So you really have to be thorough with what you're doing. I hope to God I'm never in this situation. And as a matter of fact, I normally do carry a knife on me in New York City. And I think there may have been a guardian angel who was looking out for me, who I did not bring my knife with me that day that I got attacked. And while the guy was coming at me with the nunchucks, I reached for what I thought was my knife because I probably would have ended up trying to stab the guy, and thankfully I didn't have my knife on me and I
Yep, and
ended
you
up just taking a
yep,
hit,
but yep, and you pretty much saved the thing from becoming something worse.
Right.
But
I know this now that if I had defended myself like I should have, I probably
yeah,
would be in jail right now still, you know what I mean, with some sort of problem.
yeah,
So,
exactly. I would have needed to have called Saul Goodman for you.
yes, thank you. Stefan M checks in, says knife fights in many ways are scarier than gunfights. Honestly, Stefan, I think that in all ways, knife fights are scarier than gunfights. As a matter of fact, they give us like training at my job. I do martial arts on the side, so you get extra training, but we take some sort of like job safety training once a year. And that's something that they tell you is that you run from a knife, but you charge a gun. And the reason being that if someone has a knife, you can run away from them and they're going to have to stab you while you're running. And that's tough. If you're running away from a gunman, they can easily pop you off. So consequently, if you charge someone with a knife, they can stab you easily. If you charge a gunman, you have a better chance of survival. You might stop the gun. But if you run from a gunman, you're more or less dead. So when you see a situation like this pop up, you have to make a split second decision. So for me, I had never seen nunchucks before. So at first I was like trying to keep my ground, keep my distance from the guy. I threw a couple of like check punches in, like I was gonna go punch you and didn't punch him because if I went to punch him, he could have just chopped my hand down, hit me in the head. So I was like throwing these fake check punches to kind of like keep him on his toes, and he was like, "Oh shit, this guy can fight." And next thing I know, he came at my head and clocked me, and that's how that goes. So yeah, it was more or less a Bed-Stuy story. So thank God people don't have to listen to Ray right now. It looks like a bunch of people are checking in to us right now as opposed to Ray DeVito. But let's get to this, Bo. This is like where this shit gets really hairy and serious. So let's watch.
There's babies on here.
Yeah, people say there's babies on here. Like that's gonna stop two guys in a knife fight. You know what? In a knife fight, maybe you'd think that a baby's being around would stop people, but no, that's not how it works.
What you trying to do? What you trying to do? Let me go boom, okay? You up, Jason. Let me go boom, okay? You up.
So now the guy is like making threats, but he's saying, "You make the first move," which is a bizarre space to be in from a combat perspective. They're in a life or death situation, whether they like it or not. And one of them is saying, "You start this and I'll respond." And that's kind of like a mind fuck in its own, I think, from a fighter's perspective. But like this guy who's saying this is the one who ends up being felled and shot with his own gun. So it's like, here's the moment where if he really was real and he really wanted to make this a life or death moment, he should have just jumped and done it like he thought he would have done it. And instead, he's playing patty cake right now with this guy. So look at that. Look at that stance right there. That is a really scary. While like you could see his right foot there and his left foot here, he's way over correcting his balance. He's going like 3/4. Honestly, I never see this in fighting. You might see this in kung fu where people try to get a good base, but he's gone so far off of his like squaring up shoulder width, and he's not bringing one foot back. He's going like he's probably trying to crunch his extremities in, and you could see the knife in his right hand, and he's got his left hand there too, just ratcheted, ready to go. And look, they're using that pole there. That pole was actually kind of like used for just confusion in this moment here. And now this guy with the green has done the right thing. Now, if you look at the guy in green stance, he's in a fighter stance. This is a traditional fighter stance here. He's got his back foot planted and tilted, to give himself leverage, and his front foot is more or less facing his object. I would say he wants to maybe bring that left foot out a little bit more, but at this point you're in a fucking knife fight and you're not thinking, instinct is taking over. But it looks like this guy with the green has some sort of background in training, I would say, whereas this guy in the black is more of just a street fighter. As you can see, look at that foot. Like, this is like right here. Even this is, you'd never suggest getting your feet close to each other, but watch this move here. He did a boxing parry and just pivots. Yeah, that's a pivot right there. That's excellent pivoting. You know what I mean? Where if you're actually fighting and you're in a martial arts boxing situation, what he did there with footwork, he never crossed himself over. Because once you cross yourself over, you open yourself up to be, completely hit from the top down. He kept his base the whole time and circled this guy. And at this point, this guy who started the whole fight is like, oh shit, this guy's got some background. Okay, and that's okay. That's nasty. And now, okay, you can see the guy in black hits him first here. They say a few words, and then the guy in black throws a knife jab to his face. Okay, sorry. I'll go back. Green comes over here with an overhand right, but he's not set at all. And he just flails at him. And it looks like he's probably got a knife in his hand, but he flails, misses, and gets caught with a knife stab. So watch this. Actually, I can slow this down. What am I doing? I can slow this down. Right here. Ready? So, okay. See, he threw that big overhand right, and he did it with good form. He stepped to the left, and it's like you're throwing a baseball punch, but he missed. And also, guy in black put out his left to counter immediately and puts out a right hand slice. Wham! And catches him in the face right there. If you saw that, he catches dude in the face, knocks him down. And then comes overhand. And then look at this. The girl comes in and starts stabbing. The girl comes in and starts trying to come to her man's rescue and starts stabbing the guy in the back. Did you see that?
What the
Let's
heck?
rewind this one more time.
I'm almost trying to want to imitate that LEWney announce, like, oh my god, oh my god.
Jeff Ross. Jeff Ross is the bad one. Jim Ross is the good one. Yeah, do a Jim Ross for me, Bubba. Give it to me.
Oh my god, we got so-and-so brained up person showing up with a knife.
All right, let's watch this again in slow motion. Okay, so that's before he hit him. So, okay, look. He's going, what happened? What happened? He's got the knife in his hand. Left hands him with the knife. So now, green guy knows he's in a fight, throws the overhand right, misses. He throws the right, misses. And now they're in a scramble. That could have been a death blow right there with the right hand. But it looks like he blocked it. And then look, Shorty comes in with the knife and stabs the guy in the back a couple times. And does what she needed to do. And look, he got a stab in right there. If you see that, the guy in the green got a second to stab in.
Now, as a penis, I'm wondering if this guy is...
Hold on, Bo. Hold on, let's get this to full speed.
Get them off him.
Look at now, people are saying, get that motherfucker, get him. Get him off him, get him off him. People are saying, yo, get him. But
I'm wondering if this train route is skipping stops or the guy operating.
No. So I read that the conductor knew it was happening and he knew he had to get to the next stop and just went to the next stop and didn't let anybody in the conductor cabinet. Just got to the next stop and let him off. And we'll see that. But yeah, this is where shit gets real crazy and you can't really see what happens next. But let's watch this. Hold on.
Come on. Let him off of him.
No.
I
want to stop. Was hoping he went in there to get off.
Hold on, Bo.
Type of subway car. There is no way to get out of this subway car.
Sorry about what are you saying?
I said these specific subway cars you're seeing on the subway system in this video specifically. Unlike most of the other subway cars, these don't have the doors are locked and you can't walk between cars.
Right.
They're locked.
All right.
So
Let's watch.
I'm locking you up.
Let's watch how this goes.
I'm locking you up when you get up. I got you. I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding. Stop. I got you. That's the truth, but that's get up.
I ain't doing nothing.
This is where it gets real bad because watch what happens here.
You interfere with a man. You don't. It don't bleed him. I got you.
Drops his knife, goes into his jacket,
You stabbed me, right?
and pulls out a Ruger. I think like a 357 or something like that. Clocks it. Has it. Okay, let's take this off. Yep. Okay. Yep. Okay. All right. Oh boy. Okay. And then madness ensues. So yeah, dude, that's shitty. And there's something wrong with New York City right now. And I'm personally thinking that I got to get the fuck out of here, man. I think enough is enough. I've gotten my life threatened, and maybe California is where I'm due. I think maybe I can take my talents elsewhere right now and really, cultivate a new lifestyle out west.
If you're gonna go to California, my brother does rave about how perfect the summer weather is in San Diego.
Yeah, I'd love to be, where I'm looking to go is into the mountains of California. I want to get involved with a certain industry. So
you're looking to further go up north.
Yeah, I'm going up north, man, like where like the Oregon California border is. That's what I'm thinking. And I'll find a place that has good Wi-Fi at least, so I can always go live with you and you could tell me what's going on in New York,
Of course.
But I honestly think that this might be the end of Stevie Lou in New York, this whole situation. I hate to say it, man, but I've given a lot of thought to this recently. And
Of course I do. You hope you come visit still, though.
oh, my family is still here, my actual family and my other family. And I consider you, Bo, and your mom and your sister all part of my extended family, buddy, because we've.
And I'll try to come. I would try to come visit from time to time if possible.
Yeah. And honestly, I think this could be just a temporary thing, because I feel like I'm spinning my wheels out here in New York way too much right now. And I gotta maybe sow my oats elsewhere and then come back with what I've learned. I think I could go out to the West Coast and learn a bunch of stuff that's not known out here on the East Coast when it comes to cannabis, and maybe bring it out here.
Yeah, because they've had the legal cannabis thing for a lot longer than they've had here.
Yeah. And John Doe checks in. He says, no, Stevie, the homeless are taking over in San Diego, LA, and all over the place. I live in San Diego, and they steal stuff right out of our stores. John Doe, I love San Diego. I had an aunt who moved out to San Diego in 1972 and never looked back. And she passed away a couple of years ago. Rest in peace, my Aunt Mary. But she loved San Diego dearly, and it meant a lot to her. And I love San Diego, but where I'm looking to go is... let's just say it's by Mount Shasta. Mount Shasta is the region that I'd be looking to go plant down. And I think if folks don't know Mount Shasta, you should look it up and check it out. That's where shit is.
Probably going way up north where the ski resorts are in that state.
Yeah, the biggest problem in Mount Shasta are the forest fires. They like get hit with like the fires out there. So that's what I'll have
Yeah,
to worry. I won't have to worry about the homeless attacking me. It'll be the forest fires creeping in.
yeah, yeah. That's true. Of course. Also bear in mind when you're watching a game on an East Coast, an Eastern Standard Time. The game's 7 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock their time. So you just
Yeah.
bear in mind that. But the good part that you would get also is that the away what would normally be in the road games on the West Coast are 7 o'clock their time.
Yeah. You get afternoon sports. I don't mind it. I feel like I could still follow my Red Sox, and
Just bear in mind one thing about the blackouts on the MLB network. Depending what team is in that you're in the market of, those games are going to be blacked out on the app.
you're
And
right.
you would have to watch the local feed of whatever that team is in that area. Just do bear that in mind. Similar to how in New York when you're watching the Yankees, when you're watching the Red Sox and they're playing against the Yankees, how because the yes feed is available in New York, the TV feed is blacked out on the app. And of course, as always, the radio feeds don't have blackouts.
Bo, you're
That's
the best.
That's because I'm very familiar with the app because it's MLB.TV is one of my favorite apps, and I actually get that. I get that for free with my cell phone provider, T-Mobile.
Bo, I got some treats for us here. Let's do this. I got something for you here. Do you remember this moment? Tell me if you remember this real quick. Give me a sec here. Tell me if you remember. Where the fuck did I just put it? There you go. One more time.
Yep, I yep, I remember that.
One more time.
That was that game we went to back in the day. Yep, I remember that game. I remember that game. We attended that game in Boston that time. The Mets having me on the road in Boston that weekend. And of course, as typical as usually happens when the Mets happen to be the road team in Boston, you get that iconic, at least to me it is, that unison Yankee suck chant. And we were
Fair
part of
enough.
that unison chant. We were part of that unison Yankee suck chant, and I'm happy that we were a part of that.
Here we go. I got one for you. I got another one for you here. See what you think. Tell me what you think about this one.
Call you Big A. You're so big, they really need to start calling you Big A B C D E F G H I J K L
Oh,
M N O
oh, I
P
remember this one. This was the classic from the
Hold on.
Side Dave show.
Hold on.
Big A. It's a roast, not eat the roast. Big A. Hope you and your
The roast of Big A. I remember this on the East Side. This is my little.
bury no dead bodies underneath your bed. They're starting to stink up here. For real, Big A. Happy birthday. Love you, buddy. Why do they call you Big A?
Hold
You're
on.
so big, they really need to start calling you Big A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z. Big A. It's a roast, not eat the roast. Big A.
Oh,
Have a great
now
date on your
I remember
birthday.
this. It was Big
Really,
A's
Big
birthday,
A.
and we did the roast
You
of
really
Big
need
A.
I
That was
reached
the
out to
thing
Big
about
A
Big A.
recently. I reached out to Big A. I asked him to come on, and he never got back to me. So I hope there's no problems or anything. All right, I got one for you here. Let me tell you. Let's see what you think about this one. This is a good one. Hold on.
This one.
Hold on. Let me pull this up here. This is fun. We're having fun.
Let's see what I got here.
Here we go.
this one I remember. This was we filmed. We filmed the. This was part of a bit.
Hold on.
Make your move. You talking to me? You talking to me? Are you talking to me? Standing right here. Who the hell else do you think you're talking to? You talking to me, motherfucker?
This is classic. This was from a from an.
One more time. Let's do one more time. Hold on, one more time.
When you want to fuck heel, you come in, you heel. Make your move. You talking to me? You talking to me? Are you talking to me? Sitting right here. Who the hell else do you think you're talking to?
Amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing, Bo.
that was the tribute. That was the Eastside Dave show when we had submitted tributes to Martin Scorsese.
That's
And
correct.
that was me recreating that scene in Taxi Driver.
All right, I got one more. I got one more for you here. I'm gonna go use the bathroom while I play this. But this is, I think this is the best thing that you and I have ever done. I
Yeah,
know I could say
feel like
that
this
for
is
a
the- I
lot,
feel
a
like
lot,
this
a
is
lot
one
of
I kind of
things.
came up with the. Do you have that
Hold
one
on,
with
hold on.
the
I got it
dog?
here for you right now. I got it here for you right now. No, this is the one. This was your idea. This was your idea. You came to me with this concept, and you said, "Can we make it happen?" And I said, "Not only can we make it happen, it's going to be amazing." So I've played this once before, but I want to play this again. We're going to play it once straight through. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to step out for a second, but I want you to watch this and enjoy this amazingness from you, Daniel Bobo Curlin.
Oh, I remember
One, two, three. One, two, three. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four, five.
this video just made me laugh. There was a bunch of things that how I came up with names for this video.
I've been letting myself go a little bit during quarantine. I gotta make sure I don't get charged for 2 seats when I fly, like somebody else I know.
Boom. Roasted.
This video came up with an idea. I actually have that video on my personal YouTube page that I post for everyone. But what happened was, I thought I'd come up with a weird idea for the East Side Dave show, and I had the video thought the idea to look weird. One of the things that kind of came with it, because I happened to be looking at this video that was like kind of got a lot of views on the internet. It was little animations. It was like some animation of Pikachu. Pretty much looks like he was doing 80s aerobics, right? And the music sounded very 80s aerobic. So I thought maybe how some people maybe look a little weird when they're working out. So I thought, let's do that and just make it look weird. I even thought it was funny to make it look weird how mimicking the moves that Pikachu's doing in that animation. I just thought really really make it look weird. Plus, I thought the headband I thought was funny because it just fit.
Bo, people are saying that you were better than Robert De Niro in that first scene.
Yeah, that was just great. But so
Bo, someone wants you to do a Chip Chipperson impression. Do you got
all
that
right,
in you?
all right. Hold on, you don't know what you just heard. Fuck yeah. And I gotta say, check out those huge bubbas on that lady.
Jim, is that you? Did Jim Norton? Is this Jim Norton?
Oh wait, but I
Oh
got
wait,
that one.
no.
This is him trying to hit him like,
I thought
hey,
that
you
was
doing
him.
that, but I ain't doing that, but lady. Well, those
John Doe is
huge
saying you got a
bubbas
pair
on
of
you.
pits on you, Bobo.
No, that's
Now,
just
now people say a pair of tits, but they're saying a pair of pits. I had you going on the Thigh Master. Now, Bo, give a little behind-the-scenes commentary about that day. Do you remember anything about that day at all?
I just remember we filmed it. We set the stuff up. That's all I remember.
It was during COVID. It was right in the middle of COVID. You know, I was looking at pictures. I have pictures of it. I don't think I can get them quickly, but I had pictures, and I was wearing a mask while we were filming, just like out of respect to you.
Yep, I remember that. That was during one of those COVID episodes of the East Side Dave Show where
it was the summer of COVID.
Most of my appearances on the East Side Dave Show were unfortunately via those videos. So I just thought to come up with something weird.
Yeah, well, we did what we had to do because Dave, he had a loved one that was compromised, and we always loved Dave no matter what, and we had to do what we had to do.
Yeah, but by the way, of course, I actually have that headband. Of course, right now it's being in the laundry. But I jokingly sometimes use that headband for impressions of Gino.
Okay, I got one more for you here. Let's see. We watched it before, but we're having a good time watching videos, me and you.
Hey, Stevie, any chance you're good for a pound of weed?
Yo, Bobo, my main
Oh
slice.
yeah,
Fuck. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Yo, of course I got that.
I'll restart.
But you must have thought it was.
This came up with an idea because Eastside Dave should want to like sketches like Star Wars involved. So I thought of the funny idea of a video, Never Sell Pot to a Jedi, where I somehow manipulate my dealer with a Jedi mind trick over the phone.
Hey, Stevie, any chance you're good for a pound of weed?
Bear in mind
Yo, Bobo, my main
background.
slice. What it
had
already is, homeboy.
So that's
Yo, of course I got that pound for you. But you must have thought it was White Boy Day or something. It ain't White Boy Day, is it? That shit's gonna cost you $7,500.
Oh, really that much? Come on, you can give me half off. I'm your favorite customer. You'd want to give me a discount.
It's where you use a Jedi mind trick.
You are my favorite customer. I want to give you a discount. Take half off.
Hey, thanks. You have a good day yourself.
It's so nice that you.
This just made me laugh. The expression on your face. Just put it together like.
I really sold it.
Yeah, like you sold it. Like what the shock? Did I just not realize I was selling to a Jedi?
Yeah.
Like I just did that Jedi mind trick thing on you. Hold on, you there? Stevie? cut off?
I'm here. I did. Sorry. You all right?
Yeah, yeah, all right. But just
That
that
was an
expression
accident.
looked that expression just looked like you perfectly nailed it. That you just realized that the person that you were selling to was a Jedi, and I just pulled the Jedi mind trick on you.
Whoops. I almost dumped the whole thing on its side like a motorcycle taking a turn. Now, damn. Okay, I want to see if I could play this. Okay, I can play this. I have to just hold on.
You kind of had to. I think you got to mute it because of the music in it.
Hold on. Exactly. Thing here. Give me 1 second. I'm working on it.
Yeah, you might have to mute this because I'm thinking. I think I know what video you're about to play here.
There's
because-
more than one video that you're probably thinking of, buddy. But this one, I just figured it out. And this has never been shown before. Okay. So I just found one for anyone who's stuck around this long. The 14 of you that are still viewing, you're about to
Yeah.
see a more or less reissue premiere of an amazing piece of something that Bobo and I did for the East Side Dave show a couple of years ago. I just found it here. Give me 1 second. You're going to love this one. Holy crap. And I had to go past because what I did is I used copywritten music.
Yeah, exactly.
When I was doing what I was doing back then, I didn't realize that you can get shut down for using. Oh, here we go. This is so great.
Oh yeah, this I remember. This was.
Hold on.
with
Let's see if they can guess.
Laugh.
Well, I guess you noticed something strange with Bobo. It's okay. I'm still Bobo. Whoa! Kitty!
Okay.
Well, basically,
Wow.
what this was, the East Side Dave show, we were doing tribute to Spielberg, and we used the scene from Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Hold on, don't really spoil it. Don't spoil it. I wanted the people to guess what movie that was. We're gonna play it one more time. Let me see if I can play it one more time because holy shit, dude. That's the greatest thing. That's one of the greatest things we've ever done that no one's ever seen. No one's ever seen that. I'm gonna play it one more time here because holy shit, buddy. This is your best acting, I think, by far. So let's get this one more time. This was fucking incredible.
Well, I guess you noticed something strange with Bobo. It's okay. I'm still Bobo. Whoa! Kitty!
Well, I think the Academy Award goes to you. 100% here. I'm going to play something for you. I don't know if you've seen it yet or not, but here's a little something that stars your buddy Stevie Lou. And if the folks at home haven't seen this yet, this will be a fun little something. Check this out right here.
Give me a dollar.
That is that. I've never seen that promo, but that is a hilarious promo for that screening you did back there. Like I feel you really took a lot. Probably had a lot of first-hand experience. I mean, working with the trauma, because that just I feel like you really learned how to create those iconic effects that we've seen in a lot of trauma films. And of course, over the years, being a fact I'm a fan of some of those trauma films I've watched, I love watching some of the DVD extras. I feel trauma really nails it with DVD extras, especially when they take you into how they do some of these effects.
Yeah, I agree.
And
Well,
plus,
everybody's checking in saying this was nuts.
I don't know, but I used to love how back in the day you would buy their DVDs, and I still have those DVDs. They would come with this. They would sometimes throw in like a little extra, like sometimes some catalog, sometimes some little collectible for the merchandise store. I remember once I got like a Toxic Avenger mask with one of my DVDs.
Fair enough. Now, Bo, anyone who's stuck it out this long, there's only about 12 people still watching. And I wanted to say thank you to those 12 people. But right now, I just found footage of your David Lynch film. Do you remember making a David Lynch film?
I remember being an extra in that film.
No. You're thinking of something different. This is something that you produced. Actually, I helped edit it, but this was your project. And this was something that you brought to me and said, Stevie, this is as freeform as I've ever been with my art. And I don't know if the world's ready for this. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for it, but I helped you because I saw your vision. So right now we're gonna view something. Everyone here right now, like literally, you have no clue. Like this is a reward for sticking this out right now. We're gonna play something.
This video, this may have been this one may have been a classic. Like I feel this one might have won an award on a.
This is a hallucination. This is literally a hallucination, and I am so proud to have been part of this in any way.
All right,
let's pull this up. I don't even know if you remember making this. This is how insane this is. But here we go. I'm doing this now. Let's fucking do it. World premiere of a film by Bobo.
Oh yeah, I remember this. This was something I just came up with some shorts that looked weird. I just decided to just exaggerate waiting for a bus. And by the way, I intentionally didn't get on the bus when they're filming it. Like I made it look like I was waiting a lot longer for the bus than possible. I think I wanted to come up with like a Kirby type ending. And I just thought the black and white worked for the comedy aspect. Yeah, just looking weird, just waiting for this bus. Like I'm trying to make like how long is this fucking bus? And I'm filming this right not far from where I live, where I usually wait for the bus. Where I get the bus quick to the nearest subway station. Like, how fucking long is this? And I'm just saying I'm going. Yeah, this I had to do clever editing.
At last,
Like
this bus has arrived.
Yeah, and I'm just making it look like yeah, and I'm trying to make it look like finally this bus arrived. How fucking long.
Now
That was just funny. Like
that's experimental.
yeah, like that I wanted to come up with something. I tried to come up with things looking weird for the Eastside Dave show. Like I just felt that video just worked so well. Like that's what I was trying to come up with. And sometimes I had to come up with really extra weird if I'm filming the video alone. And I feel you nailed the editing on that.
Thank you. Yeah,
and of course, as you can see, at that time I'm wearing a mask. That was still during the COVID times. Actually, that was probably still back in the times where I could ride that bus for free. Because remember, during COVID, they weren't charging for the buses.
Yeah, I do. Now we got one more for the folks. Let's see what you think about this here. With no commentary, no announcement at all. Let's watch this. Unfiltered.
Stage. I got to work with him a couple of months ago, and I love him, so you are gonna love him. Give it up to Stephen Lewis, everybody. Come on now.
Please keep it going for Janice, everybody. This is such a great place we got here with these curtains, all you beautiful people. To be honest with you, when I first got invited to such a nice place, I figured this was going to be like a surprise intervention or something. I don't know if you saw me walked in. I was like, Mom? Are any of my family members here? It's ugly, man. I'm trying to kind of cut back on the booze a little bit. If you can see, nothing wrong with that. I just found that I was doing a lot of stupid things when I was on alcohol, when I was drinking. For example, I decided to do comedy when I was drunk. That was probably a mistake. Actually, 3 weeks ago, it got real bad. It was like probably my bottoming out. I found myself at a white supremacy rally. Yeah, it was up in the Bronx, actually. It was the Yankee game. Yeah, it was a game. And I looked around and I was like, look at all these white people watching. Oh. It was only in the stands, though. I saw a Dominican guy make a real nice play on the shortstop, though. That was pretty cool. But I got to level with you folks here. To be honest, I was a counter-protester the whole time. I'm a Red Sox fan. Whoa.
Oh, that's a real joke right there, right? Is that not
Yeah,
a guy?
that is a funny thing.
Like, thank you, Bobo. Finally, someone can appreciate the intelligence that went into that joke, you know, because if you go into it, what I do is I start off in the hole by saying that I was at a white supremacist rally.
Yeah,
you know, and like
and
no one's gonna get behind you with that premise. So what I used to do when I was in comedy is I used to challenge myself, and I used to say, "Hey, how can I make something that's really brutal and unfunny funny?" So I said, "How can I make white supremacy a rally?" And as a matter of fact, this is when that Charlottesville riot was happening, where the person ran over a bunch of people, and that's terrible. And I don't want to, trivialize that, but like
but
literally,
I just thought you came up with a genius way to say it. Like at first you say white supremacy, and then all of a sudden you hit them by surprise, saying a white supremacy rally in the Bronx.
base in the
The
base,
last,
and it's a
yeah.
go ahead.
Well, first you say the Bronx when one of the last places.
Thank
I
you.
would
That's
expect to
exactly because
find,
that's the second step to it. They go, the Bronx,
I would
why?
expect to find a white supremacy rally, and then you say a Yankee game, and it's like really it makes sense. And then all of a sudden you realize, then you all of a sudden hit them with the thing that you say you're a Red Sox fan.
It's one of my most favorite jokes that in my small little comedy career that I was able to literally craft on my own. And it's something that I took from my own personal experience being a fan of the Red Sox from New York and being in a weird situation. And I was able to kind of bridge that thought into, I thought, a good thing. And now, Bo, this is when I was 6 months into comedy and I was performing comedy every day. You used to come see me all the time. Roy Harder, Lucy used to come see me
many times. Yep.
So let's keep it going here because, like, honestly, people have been shit talking Stevie Lew as a comedian,
and
saying
I've
never done comedy.
One of the first times I met you, we went to see you do comedy.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So let's keep this going and see how I do here because I thought that's not bad at all.
I usually get booed. It's okay. You can boo me. It's New York. Yeah, it's New York. It's New York. I could get that. Oh man, yeah, the alcohol's scaring me. The only thing that scares me more than alcohol these days is technology and what it's doing to us. I found myself in a very tricky situation the other day. I was at work and I was going to the bathroom. I was taking a shit, and I was looking at Facebook because that's what you do when you poop, apparently in 2017. But here's the thing: I was so enthralled by my Facebook that I just got up, put my pants back on, and walked out, washed my hands and all that, and never wiped. Yeah. Oh, nasty, right? I found out like 5 minutes later. I was kind of like, dashed off. All right, that's pretty nasty, but I got to level with you. That's not the whole story, folks. I wasn't on Facebook, sir. I'm single, so I was on Tinder. Right? I was looking for some love. And the problem was, instead of swiping front to back, I was swiping left and right the whole time. So.
Oh my God. All right. That's a brutal joke. That's a brutal joke, but I think there's still something there. Wow.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's tough to watch myself do.
Yep.
That's a brutal one there. You saw what I was going for there. There was too much of a setup without enough payoff.
Yep, exactly.
I think was probably the problem there. And look, you could even see John Doe is saying, "Oof, that was a tough one."
Exactly.
But I still stand by that joke. I think it's not that bad. Let's see where I go next.
Oh, love it. No, technology though. Seriously, some things are good, some things are bad.
But do you see? This is like I'm shocked and impressed by myself there. I could have done a few maybe push-ups. You can see I'm kind of skinny in this one here, but I had been bridging jokes along, and that's something that you try to do as a comedian. You try to make each joke in your succession have some sort of relation to the previous ones. So at the time, this is what I was trying to do, going from one technology joke to another. Let's see how I do.
The good side is, you guys use Uber? Do you know what the Uber application is? Okay, round of applause if you've ever taken an Uber. All right, good. I was at a show the other day and no one knew what Uber was. And I had to explain it.
So I did a little crowd participation right there. That's when you're like, okay, I just said a really weird joke and I might have lost them a little bit. So what I'm going to do is now I ask them a question which you normally never want to do to an audience. You never want to ask a question because you open up a can of worms that you never know. But I knew what I was doing here, and you'll see this is one of the ugliest, dumbest jokes I've done on stage, and it's something that I used to be really proud of because I put some extra time into it. This is where I stopped being a comedian and thought I was like a magician almost and was doing an act. So watch how this goes here, bro.
Yeah, I shouldn't do shows at the old home. I'll take whatever I can get, man. So yeah, Uber. All right, round of applause. So I have some people take an Uber. Now, has anyone ever been kicked out of an Uber? No, okay, I'm the only one. All right, well. Has anyone here been kicked out of an Uber for a fart? Yeah, you're looking at the guy right here, the only one. Let me tell you how it went down. I was taking a cab, called an Uber, and I was going to my buddy's place.
Okay, real quick. This joke kind of fucked up that intro because what happens here is I go, who's taken an Uber before? And a bunch of people clap. And then I go, who's been kicked out of an Uber before? And then usually one person will clap.
Yeah.
And in this instance, no one clapped. So I'm stuck with this situation where I have to pivot. But that's usually how that joke had been going previously before I filmed this. That I would say, who's taking an Uber? Everyone claps. Then I go, who's been kicked out of an Uber? And at least one or two people will even just jokingly clap. In this situation, I got nothing. So that's where I was like, you're looking at him, and I rushed into the joke, which was a bad thing. But
I felt a little rumbling in my stomach, and I tried to mask it. I tried to hide it. I said, hey, buddy, could you turn the volume up, please? Before you can get the music up. The guy looked back at me, started screaming in his native language, and pulled the car through 2 lanes of traffic, putting all the windows down, and gets to the side of the road and goes, out! Out! That's all I understood. But he was serious, so I got out. And I called the yellow cab. I was embarrassed. I thought that was it, or I got to my buddy's place. But the next morning, check my email, and I got, have you heard of this? It's a $100 cleaning service fee that gets tacked on. Yeah. This guy tried to accuse me of shitting my pants in the back of his Uber car. These are these corporations that are trying to fuck you every way they can, folks, right there, right? So I disputed
that joke got nothing. That
I ended up getting my boxers out.
So that's part of the line that I rushed and didn't get anything, because that's the part of the joke that I'm telling this story, and then that's a little because part of storytelling when you are on stage is that you have to keep funny moments happening along the way, otherwise you lose them, and I kind of lost them here. That little aside where I was like, this is where companies are trying to fuck you. In previous tellings that landed and people went nuts about that, but here I got nothing, and this is where that joke kind of dies out. So you'll hear this here.
Right? So I disputed the charge. I ended up getting my boxers out of the laundry and got the newspaper from the day and took a high-resolution picture of the back of the, and they gave me the free ride back, and I got them back, though. This is what I'll leave you with, and just think about this as you go home tonight. I got them back. Before I took that free ride, I took a poop in a Ziploc baggie, right? And then before I got to my destination, I slid that poop underneath the driver's side seat. So that's right, folks. There's a Uber out there with my own poop in it, because they say, it's an old Polish saying, revenge is a shit best served cold. My name is Stephen Lewis. Thank you very much. You guys have been awesome.
Yeah. I got a polite applause. Is right. That was not my best showing, and that's something that I threw up there. Let's check and see what the folks are saying. Shout out. Rage quit while Stevie is still going. Wow, That's terrible.
Hmm.
I don't know about that. Maybe we can check that out. Maybe we'll check that out. Shit. Let's see what happened there, bud. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. I'm already starting to get to when I'm about to hit to sleep because I got the.
All right. Let's throw Ray on real quick and see what the fuck happened here with him.
Yep, because I'm about to go to sleep soon because I gotta.
Yeah,
Around,
me too,
yeah,
buddy.
usually around 11 I go to around a little bit 11:30 I go to sleep.
So that
on the days I gotta work the next day.
Yeah, if you could avoid an ambulance, because I think like you're co-paying an ambulance ride. I guess if maybe there's like something to go do, but like also like I'm there. Yeah, I don't care. Like yeah, whatever. They did the thing, and then they saw that everything. Yeah, that I was hit by a semi. I don't get what you want me to do. Go fund me because I was at fault. Whatever. Yeah, I almost died in a car accident, but yes, thank you for being mad at me for almost dying. But yeah, but I don't know what other shows like in Vegas. I think I might hit up Derek Richards and see if like there's something. If there's
This
something
doesn't
that's
seem
out
like
there
a
that's,
rage
like, convenient for me,
quit. I think
then
I
maybe
got
I'll do
bad
that. But
info.
otherwise, like yeah, I'm just gonna hang with the Dabbleverse people and like do Dabbleverse stuff and things like that, and that's how that'll be. But yeah. So tomorrow, 10 o'clock, Joe Matarese. I got some topics. I want some topics. I want to get ready for Joe. I think that'll be fun, and you guys are awesome. Hit like, hit subscribe.
This isn't a
And I will
rage
see
quit.
all you punks later. This will be on
Yeah.
Patreon, patreon.com.
Not a rage quit.
This doesn't look like a rage. This doesn't look. I've seen rage quits enough before that.
Let's see, Bo. Let's see if I can get one more for you before we go. Okay. I got this one for you. This is the last one I'll play for you. This was an incident that I witnessed at Yankee Stadium. And you're going to see this now. This was during a Yankee playoff game against the Red Sox.
I think I know what you're talking about. This is the first round in 2018, the year the Sox won the World Series.
Let's go.
I actually looked at this game on TV when it happened. And I saw this video pop up on my alert. Did you post that? Did you post this video during the game?
Everybody's got their hands on them.
I think I looked at this video as I was watching the game, if my memory is correct. Did you post this like actually during the game or after? My memory. You posted. Because I remember looking at this during that game.
No, Bobo, what are they chanting there? They're chanting something at him. What is that?
I think they're chanting that. I think they're chanting asshole. Yeah, because I remember. Did you post that video during the game or after? Because
probably
my memory
during.
Yeah, because my memory might be a little bit fuzzy because of how long that's been. But I remember seeing that video on my alerts when I was watching the game. I saw that video on my alerts that you had posted that, and I took a look at this, and I'm literally showing this to my mother. She's sitting somewhere in the other room. Where she,
now the great thing about that video is I'm wearing a Red Sox jersey myself.
And
there.
you're
And
you're filming that.
staying low. Just trying to stay low.
Yep, and I recall during that same video, that was the same video you got a player autograph or two during that game.
Yes, I did. I got.
I forgot who was it you got.
I got Joey Cora and the catcher at the time. What was his name?
Damn it.
Fuck. Yeah, I gave it to my cousins because yeah. Damn, you're right, buddy. Great stuff, man. Shit. I guess I'm just gonna play whatever I can here to roll out. Hey, you should go. You're the man.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll play a few videos.
Yep, like you have a great night, CB. It looks like it's
buddy.
gonna be one of those. Looks like it's gonna be one of those days where I'm gonna be watching the race the next day, trying to avoid spoilers until after I get out of work, sometime in the mid morning.
Yeah. All right, bud. Thanks to you very much. So, and I'll talk to you soon. We'll go see a movie very much soon, buddy.
Yep, definitely. You have a good night.
All the love in the world. Peace. That was Bobo, folks. Let's see what else I got in the archive. I might have a couple other things. Let's see what this is here. This looks fun. That's not really working. Let's see if I got anything else here. Otherwise, I think I'll just leave you. What could I leave you with? Here, look at this. This is fun. Sorry. Got you here. Bobo and Stevie. As I could not.
Remember it, but a few years ago I tweeted. How the heck did I set this alert sound on?
You get some. I tweeted at you, so could be
Oh
me.
no, but I accidentally turned the alert sound on. I have that off on this thing. Otherwise, it would go on every second.
Very popular.
I have it set for my Twitter alerts. Including you, by the way.
All right, I like that.
I have all the show people I have set on their alerts.
I did the same thing too, so I got you on my alert.
Same thing with the comedians.
Yeah.
And I think the same thing
What do
with
you think about basketball? You a basketball fan?
I like the Knicks.
Yeah, me too. Oh, it's Kai. It's crazy.
I actually got my tutoring autograph. All right. When I was 12, my mother used to work at a women's shelter in the Bronx. And they donated to it. It was a rehab shelter in the Bronx. So, and what happened was Knicks were visiting there because they were donated to it. My mom brought me to work with her that day because of that. And I got to meet Patrick Ewing. And we even got tickets to a game that year.
Cool.
That was so neat to get.
All right, I got another one for you here.
Oh my God. It's amazing how well open micer names work for this. Hey, Stephen Lewis, you're gay.
It is.
Let's play that one more time from Louis J. Gomez. Skankfest 2017.
Oh my God. It's amazing how well open micer names work for this. Hey, Stephen Lewis, you're gay.
It is.
Wow. Did you see that? Luis J. Gomez? I'm what?
Oh my God.
It's amazing how well open micer names work for this. Hey, Stephen Lewis, you're gay.
It is.
Mother of God. Let me see if Ray wants to come on and talk. Why not, right? Let's call Ray. Raj Davitaj.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, dude? You hanging out or what?
Yeah, I just got done doing this.
I'm live on my stream. You want to jump on?
I'll jump on for a few minutes.
Cool. I'll send you the link. Perfect. No worries. No stress. You got it, buddy. All right. We got Ray DeVito coming on, folks. That's how it happens. Seems like Ray's all jammed up there. So let me send that boy the link. I think that's his email. I'm just going to text it to him. Fuck. Ray DeVito is going to save the show, ladies and gentlemen. Give me 1 second here. Motherfucker. There we go. It's hard with one hand. It's hard with one hand. But hey, we're here. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. How are you guys doing it? Look at this. John Doe says yes. He's into it. Fucking Sapphire says, Stevie, you're the man. Thank you. Do some movie scenes with Ray. That's hilarious. I could see that working out one day. Me and Ray doing some epic scenes. We're doing it. We're lewing it. Spread the word. Hit the like button. But also, Smokey, if you can you please let the Discords know? And you know which Discords I'm talking about. Can you let them know that Ray is about to jump on with Stevie? We're about to have a one-on-one. This promises to be pretty intense. I'm going to not, push this guy or nothing, but I feel like we're in a good spot right now. Maybe I'll do a little weed cock too. Should I do a weed cock? Should I do a weed cock? Let me put the cigarette down and do a weed cock. I'm gonna have to get. All right, give me 1 second, guys. I'll be just hang. Hold on. Do I don't have my thing. Just hang here. I'll be right back. All right, I had it on me the whole time. Waiting on Ray. Waiting on my man. Waiting for my man. $20 in my hand. Up to Lexington. 125. If you didn't know it's the greatest thing. La 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 la. Waiting for my man. Waiting for my man. Okay. Ray DeVito should be here soon. In the meantime, what can I do for you? I'm going to try something crazy. I'm going to play Intentionally copywritten material. And I don't care. I love it. I don't care. I love it. Fuck. Okay. I'm going to play a track. See if this works.
One baby to another says I'm lucky to met you. I don't care what you think or yes, it is about me. It is now I travel through to get no affection.
From my mouth to yours.
If I so die, I am a student. You taught me everything without a poison apple. The water is so yellow, I'm a healthy student. My body is so grateful that you found through it.
From my mouth to yours. Here we go. Now this is where it gets good. This is Dogs in a Pile from New Jersey, Asbury Park. Listen to this.
One baby to another says I'm lucky that you. I don't care what you think or is about me. It is now my duty to drink you. I travel through a tube and end up in your direction. For you.
From my mouth to yours. Wow. Dogs in a Pile. Dogs in a Pile. Oh, here we go. Ray DeVito's here. Hold on. Ray, how are you, buddy?
What's up? Everything good.
Let me pause this music. Oh,
Are you
everything's...
are you allowed to play that music on YouTube?
So probably not, but I'll find out. It's like my friend's band. Like it's a guy that I used to.
Oh,
It's
if
a
you
guy.
know him, you're fine.
Yeah, but honestly, the YouTube algorithm doesn't give a shit about if you know the guy or not. Like I may get struck for that. I don't know because that was a live concert that they played. Now, Ray, I'm sorry to like force you to watch something, but this band that I'm friends with, they have a song called Stevie Lou.
All right.
They have a song that they wrote dedicated to me. And
So it's going to be garbage.
it's
You can't set me up like that. Come on, man.
no, it's fine. That was beautiful. Like this guy who I know from way back in the Compound East Side Dave era. He's a brilliant guitarist for a band called Dogs in a Pile. This guy Brian Murray, and he reached out to me like 3 years ago, I want to say, and he was like, "Hey man, I wrote this song called Stevie Lou."
Oh shoot.
And it's based kind of on you. So can we just real quick, we'll watch it really fast. Let me know what you think about this. I'm going to play this song really fast. Hopefully it's a few minutes long. I won't play the whole thing, but let's see what you think about the song Stevie Lou. Here we go.
Thank God we got Stevie Lou on the radio. Brick Township to Howell, we got quite a ways to go. Another would spot with a dial. We know what makes us smile. You love me cause you told me, my darling, that's how I know.
All right, let's do like a quick check-in. What do you think so far?
I think it's fine.
Fun, right?
Yeah, it's fine. It's a fun song.
Maybe not your cup of tea specifically. I don't think that's your style, but like,
No, it's all right, man. It's
let's give it a few more here. Let's see.
And thank goodness we took a break from the video. Bright colors get the spotlight more than the audio. But each day we live and we learn to slow down and wait our turn. Now ponder that Moses as he took with spirits going slowly burn.
All right, and like that's a little cryptic, but he says each day we learn to wait our turn, which was really something that when I used to do the East Side Dave show was big. And Brian, as a young kid, was there and used to pick up on that. And it's something that I like learned to use in Kevin Brennan's world now, where you got to know your turn, So it was kind of cool that he actually kind of cemented that sort of theory and that thought where Stevie, you're third mic at Eastside Dave, so watch your step and wait your turn. And he fucking put that in lyrics, which is kind of fucking nuts, man.
Rain, rain, come back another day. Hey, hey. Collect your thoughts and fire away.
Rain, rain, come back another day. Collect your thoughts and fire away. Like poetry that I honestly, it brought me to tears when I first was told about this song and stuff like that, because that's what we used to do, is that you collect your thoughts and then fire away on these shows. And it's something that you and I both try to do on Brennan,
It's getting cold and it's blue tonight, and Stevie's here to take us home. Hey, now what do you say? Let's invent a reason just to have it our way. Fun fact, it's never too late to recognize the difference and to make a big change.
So it's hard to hear what he's saying there, but he's saying fun fact, it's never too late to make a little difference and to have it your way. And it's like crazy because Brian was like, honestly, I'm about to fucking lose it right now emotionally thinking about like this song and how this guy used to watch me perform as a third mic on the Eastside Dave show and try to find my space. And he fucking wrote a song about this shit, you know, and it's fucking bizarre.
Engine head, now what do you say? Let's invent a reason just to have it our way. Fun fact, it's never too late. Thank God we got Dave and Matt.
All right,
on
we'll
the
stop it there. And I thank you, Ray, for bearing with me here on this. That was a little narcissistic trip through a song that was written about me and some of my podcasting adventures, man. I think someone could write a song about you and your podcast adventures with what you've been going through, buddy. What do you say?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah, it is what it is. Brennan's. I'm no longer on MLC. I'm gone.
I heard that. I've you know, I feel like I've tried to keep my head above water in this situation.
I'm fine with it, dude. I'm fine with it. I don't care.
Yeah.
I told Brennan, I'm like, hey man, I'm always be an ambassador for you. It's all good.
What does the future hold for Ray DeVito then? Are you just going to keep doing your rock bottom whenever you got the time? And
yeah, no, it's no, my podcast is doing all right. Yeah, I'm excited to go to Vegas. Here's the deal. I'm going to Vegas. I'm not doing it. Has nothing to do with Brennan, has nothing to do with Melton. I just want to go. And everyone was like friendly with each other when the whole thing was being planned together. Remember, it was supposed to be like Ray's first time on an airplane. Everyone was having fun with it. Like, yeah, I just cannot cancel stuff because someone's like, you just have to not go.
yeah,
It's like,
I mean, like, I'm not trying to degrade you here, but like,
and a lot of MLs, yeah, no, a lot of MLs,
like this, you don't get these offers that often to be like, hey, fly you across to Vegas and put you up for your fans to do a show. So that's like a big opportunity for a guy like you. I can't imagine how that's not like when that came up. That's not like a huge thing that you're going to mark down on your calendar, you know, at the time.
No, we got a lot of MLC giant fans of MLC going. The Bentleys are going. They want me there. Vapin Dago's going. He wants me there. Northwest Ken. Who else? Beloved Chatter will be there. Like, there's a lot of like people very involved in MLC that want me there. So
great.
So
you have a built-in following, Ray. There's no question about it whatsoever. No one's going to argue that point, and I love that about you, man. I know you from a long time now. You've been building this thing from the ground up, and no one can take that from you. And I wanted to actually sit you down here and propose something to you now that I got you here. Like, I feel like your story is fit for film. You know, like the Ray DeVito story is something that clearly there's enough people from the Who Are These Podcasts or MLC or Shula universe that gravitate towards your story. Like, why not? Let's sit down, you and I, and like write out start to finish 2-hour feature film about your life story. You know, not focusing on the negative necessarily, but maybe drawing on that to show, you know, you. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Like, would you trust a guy like me with, like, this is your legacy we're looking at right now? If I'm talking,
I haven't accomplished anything.
No, I mean, you've done enough, man. You've put me in my place plenty enough times in the recent where, you know, you've made it clear that Stevie, I've accomplished this much, and Stevie, you've accomplished this much, and we have a distance between ourselves. And again, that's neither here nor there, and I love you no matter what, buddy. But I think, seriously, if you want to really lay down your legacy let's talk about DeVito, the movie. Because biopics are like, there is a resurgence of biopics right now. They had a Bob Marley one just the other day. They
Yeah,
did the
because
whole,
when people think of Bob Marley, they think My Life. We're right on par with each other. The things he's accomplished and the
yeah,
things I've
they
accomplished.
called it One
It's
Love.
very-
We could call it One Laundry Basket. That would be your, and I stumbled over that one. But man, like, I mean, it would, like, how I foresee how the opening scene would be is that you're just driving along I-80 in an old beat up car, listening to MLC, we'll say, even though that doesn't
Not
make sense.
anymore.
I know
Not
exactly,
anymore.
it doesn't make sense. But then, like,
That was
suddenly
a couple
it's like,
weeks ago. Not
it's
anymore.
like we've got a POV shot of you in the old Toyota Tercel, and you're just cruising with the laundry basket in the back, and then suddenly the semi comes and boom.
Oh shit. Okay.
You get a phone call while you're driving, and then suddenly boom, you know what I mean? And like it goes.
Yeah, that's really
DeVito,
annoying. Like, I don't
DeVito.
give a shit. People like, so okay, so they did a thing. They found out like, oh yeah, I was in an accident with a semi. So he said it was at midnight and it was at 7:30. He said like, dude, I don't know. I was unconscious. I got hit by a semi. I got
Yeah,
hit by a semi.
I mean,
I mean, what do you want from me?
this is not what
get
I
it.
wanted to get into. Why I brought this up at all.
I mean,
hope
I
you know
don't give
that.
a shit, but it's like people like, yeah, I
I
got hit
don't
by a semi.
partake in the whole troll thing.
Like,
I don't want you to
apparently
think
that's
that.
not enough for people. Wait a minute, you got hit by a semi and you're still alive? What a fucking
Okay,
loser!
but like what I'm thinking though is that maybe for me, what I would do is I'd animate the semi
No,
collision
I don't want
scene. I would animate it, so
the
it's like,
semi didn't stop.
we don't,
The
because I
semi
don't know
didn't
why
stop.
I can't get the budget to pull off the special effects for a roll on a highway, but I feel like I could do it animated. So, fuck, man, I think we could have something here to the Ray DeVito movie, but yeah, listen, I think you'll be all right, man. Just keep your head down. You inspired Joe Matarese to quit and then come back. So that's kind of crazy that you
No,
got
he
that.
just quit again. He's doing my podcast tomorrow, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm ready for." So yeah, he's out again, just like that. And you know what? I was watching MLC because I like saw the chat. I was at Planet Fitness, and I was mad the way that Kevin handled that, for the fact that like Matarese, like Kevin wanted him to shit on me. It's like that's the reason why he quit. And he's like, no, it was great. When Ray was on the show, I had a bunch of super chats. The viewers were up. It was like great. He goes, they did it the next night and nobody was watching. There was no super chats. And I was like, this sucks. So it was the next night. Like I was the pinnacle. He was like, oh, this just happens all the time. And it was all it was all people we know that were like super chatting and like having
Now,
fun.
where does Carlos Danger fit in this whole equation?
Carlos Danger, he's not in the movie.
Oh,
he's not in the movie, dude. He was not in the movie. No, it's
all right, you heard it here first, folks. We're gonna have to. Who could we get to play Carlos Danger then? Who would you get? I guess Dom DeLuise isn't alive anymore, right?
Carlos Danger. No, I don't hate Carlos Danger, but
who would you get to play?
Even he like. So people have been letting me know, like, I guess he's been trolling me, and then like he tries to act like he's not, and it's like, I don't care, dude. It's like whatever.
Couldn't imagine that.
Well, no, I listened to it. I listened to it on Obnoxious John, who I was supposed to hang out with tonight, and he's like, yeah, you know, Carlos, he considers you one of his best friends. Like he you know, he feels bad the way like everything's. I was like, all right. He's like, he was singing your praises on my podcast, and I listened to his podcast, and then Carlos is like, yeah. So did you hear like Ray's accident wasn't exactly the way he? It's like I almost died by getting hit by a semi. I'm sorry, it happened at a different hour. The semi didn't pull over. If you don't pull over for an accident, like you're automatically at fault. That's
Ray, yeah, don't get into that whole shit. Just don't.
So
even
it's
bring
like,
it up, man.
yeah, the fact that Carlos Danger's like trying to throw me in, it's like, dude, I was like, yeah, all right, I'm cool not hanging out with that guy. It's fine.
Ray, let's do this while I got you here. Let's watch something real quick.
All right, I'm gonna jump off here in a bit. I just wanted to stop
All right.
and say hello.
Let's see what you think here.
So, I may seem like a very funny, happy guy, but I'm very depressed and I have a lot of anxiety in the morning. The morning especially, it's tough. Life is tough. I know some people can probably commiserate, and you don't have to clap for that. You don't have to clap for that. Clap for my depression, folks. Clap for it. But so
I was asking for applause like someone else.
taking proactive steps, and I reached out to my friend who's a psychologist the other day. I said, hey, do you got any drugs to help? And she said, no, Steven, that's illegal. But I do have this technique that you can try when you wake up in the morning. It's a new technique called the Superman pose. She showed me the Superman pose. Basically, this is the idea. As soon as you wake up in the morning, the first thing you do is just jump up like Superman and go like this. Da-da-da-da. For a minute. And that's supposed to like change your brain and like put you on some sort of superhero. Well, as you can tell, folks, that shit did not work for me at all. It was garbage. But I am not a quitter, Mike. I'm not a fucking quitter. What I did is I changed the plan a little bit. The next morning, I tried my own Superman pose. This was the Christopher Reeve Superman pose. What I did is I just laid on my side. I'm able to walk, barely able to breathe for an extra few minutes. And then I got up and took a shower, and I actually felt so much better. So try that Superman pose. So we went uptown, and it's funny, Kenny was talking about.
All right, I put you through one there. That's an old school Stevie Lou joke. That's probably not my best joke, but can you see that I got something there at least with that one?
Well, also the Superman pose is like a yoga thing. Like that's like a real thing where you like lay down on your stomach and put your arms up. So immediately I thought it was that. But again,
you're thinking kind of garbage. All right, I played Bobo these jokes. Give me one more, okay? I honestly feel like there's something here, and I want you to give me a fair, honest opinion.
Well, first of all, all right, let's say that joke. Let's just say
go ahead.
that joke was hilarious. Christopher Reeve's been dead now for a long time, where the timetable's like kind of like.
You're right. I mean? That was 2017, where Christopher Reeve was still a usable phrase, and I think in 2024, you're right. I might not go, but here we go. Okay, Ray, I want you to just watch this one really quick. Tell me what you think. This was some quick stand-up jokes from me. I want to see your actual opinion. Here we go.
Back on the stage. I got to work with him a couple of months ago, and I love him, so you are gonna love him. Give it up to Stephen Lewis, everybody. Come on now.
Please keep it going for Janice, everybody. This is such a great place we got here with these curtains, all you beautiful people. To be honest with you, when I first got invited to such a nice place, I figured this was going to be like a surprise intervention or something. I don't know if you saw when I walked in, I was like, Mom? Are any of my family members here? It's happened before. It's ugly, man. I'm trying to kind of cut back on the booze a little bit, if you can see. Nothing wrong with that. I just found that I was doing a lot of stupid things when I was on alcohol, when I was drinking. For example, I decided to do comedy when I was drunk. It was probably a mistake. Actually, 3 weeks ago, it got real bad. It was like probably my bottoming out. I found myself at a white supremacy rally. Yeah, it was up in the Bronx, actually. It was the Yankee game. Yeah, I was at the game, and I looked around, and I was like, look at all these white people watching. Oh. It was only in the stands, though. I saw a Dominican guy make a real nice play on the shortstop, though. That was pretty cool. But I got to level with you folks here. To be honest, I was a counter-protester the whole time. I'm a Red Sox fan. So, whoa! I usually get booed. It's okay, you can boo me. It's New York. Yeah, it's New York.
All right, Ray. What do you think? Stevie Lou giving it his all 6 months into comedy in 2017. Was that comedy, or what do you think?
I mean, well, the first joke, like I already, like obviously, it's not an intervention. I see what you're trying to go for, but
So you don't like it? You don't like my comedy?
no, I'm just looking at that joke, like how to, like I'm looking at a way to fix that joke, like
I got a good laugh out of that one, and I just rolled off of it and then went into the white supremacy joke. I think that's one of my more thoughtful, intelligent jokes that I've ever written, because when I go and say I was at a white supremacy rally, that immediately puts me behind, in the count, so now
I would even say, like, be more specific. I was sitting in
Charlottesville or something like that.
No, I'd be like, I was sitting in the left bleachers at Yankee Stadium, like that's what I would say. Like, just be more specific. Like, not I was at a Yankees game. Like, I was sitting along the third base line in Yankee Stadium, section 114. Just something like that. I would just make it more specific. But yeah, obviously people get it. Yeah, it's mostly white people at Yankee games. It's the only time there's white people in the Bronx. Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? Actually, this is great. You got me down point. Let's do one more.
It's New York. I could get that. Oh man, yeah, the alcohol's scaring me. The only thing that scares me more than alcohol these days is technology and what it's doing to us. I found myself in a very tricky situation the other day. I was at work and I was going to the bathroom. I was taking a shit, and I was looking at Facebook, because that's what you do when you poop, apparently, in 2017. But here's the thing: I was so enthralled by my Facebook that I just got up, put my pants back on, and walked out, washed my hands and all that, and never wiped. Yeah. Oh, nasty, right? I found out like 5 minutes later. I was kind of like, dashed off. All right, that's pretty nasty, but I got to level with you. That's not the whole story, folks. I wasn't on Facebook, sir. I'm single, so I was on Tinder, right? I was looking for some love. And the problem was, instead of swiping front to back, I was swiping left and right the whole time. So.
Ray, what do you think?
You didn't even need. Yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
I should have wiped instead of swiped, I guess. But you didn't even
wiped instead of swiped. I should have wiped instead of swiped. You're right. That's a good punch up right there.
But like, you didn't even need to bring Facebook into it.
Yeah,
you didn't even need to put. You like, yeah, it was
too wordy. Too wordy.
I was too looking into it and too busy swiping.
Too wordy.
I swiped. I didn't get to wipe. Like,
you're right. You're right there. You're right there.
Yeah.
All right. Ray DeVito, is there anything else you want to get out before we go tonight?
No, man. It's good being here. I love everybody. I'm still an MLC ambassador.
Yes.
All right, man. I love everybody.
This is a classic episode. Thank you, Ray. I'll talk to you soon, buddy. We're gonna go see a Yankee game this summer. I'll get tickets for us. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Tribe. We'll go watch my Tribe.
Yeah. I will grab some Cleveland Yankee tickets and we'll hang, buddy. I love you, pal.
I love you too, buddy.
All right. See ya. It's Ray DeVito, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. We made it. We made it all the way to the end. And I just wanted to thank all of you out there, the LEWnetics, the Lew supporters who are in it to win it. Look at this, even Sapphire popping in saying, thanks, Stevie. We do what we can. Let's find something fun to leave you with. Let's find some disco biscuits. Some 1999 at the wetlands. Some crazy ass jam. I'll dance along to this bad boy too. But you've been awesome. I love you. Let's do it. Bim, 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 bim. Thank you very much, folks. Stevie Lou, coming to you. This is my shit. There we go. This is where we're at. Absolutely insane shit from the Disco Biscuits. What can you say? Good night. Good night.